done, guys. Well done. Okay, let's go over to Adam. Adam?
First thing, Allison, I think the cat's out of the bag about you and the Jose and the girlfriend, so I hope you don't get, knifed later. Yeah, I know, right? Jose, Sonya, this was such an incredibly beautifully conceived piece of material, and the concept was so strong. But what was interesting about it is it made it very difficult and tricky to critique your dancing, because what I can critique is your commitment, which was perfect. Your character was totally beautifully realized. Your partner work, you were 1,000% there for her. So you weren't dancing much or using our conventional thoughts about what dancing is and running around stage and jumping and doing all that. But that was dancing, but it made it very hard to critique it. But what you did do up there, you were perfect. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Mia, do you feel the same? Do you find it difficult to critique?
Yeah, I do feel the same way. I love the piece. I think it was conceptually just genius. I love being on the edge, on the side of the stage. It was just, and it followed through. Yeah. The whole story, the whole relationship, it was great. The only thing for me is that, there's a difference between pedestrian contemporary and actually like real trained contemporary. And she's smart because you're not trained in that way, so she gave you pedestrian contemporary, which most people can handle. And
what's the definition of pedestrian?
It's more human gestures.
Oh, okay.
It comes from a human place opposed from a technical place. Because contemporary came from the ballet, contemporary ballet.
Okay.
That's where it all stemmed from.
Brilliant.
So, for me, you did a contemporary piece, a pedestrian contemporary piece a couple weeks ago, and you did it so well. And you did this so well. However, you can only grow so much technically in 2 weeks, right? I didn't see much growth technically, but as a whole performance, I thought it was really, really, really good. So I would have liked to see more growth. That's all.
Okay.
So.
Kenny, did you like the piece? Did you like the concept?
Sonya, I'm a big fan of all of your pieces, and I loved where you put this, what creative use of the space, and how appropriate for the piece itself. Allison, you are just truly, one of the most breathtakingly beautiful dancers, and I think all of the all-stars bring something to this show, and I hope that it stays for always, because I think that it really elevates all of the competitors' performances. It brings them to a new place, and I loved that you were such a trusting partner, Allison, and to have that kind of trust has to be earned. And Jose, you earned her trust. I thought you were exquisite in your partnering tonight.
Nigel?
I think Adam was absolutely right when he said how committed you were to this piece, and it was joyous to watch that commitment. Last week we sort of showed you up a little bit by removing your personality, and I think it exposed some of your weaknesses. I think what Sonya has done brilliantly this week is cover up all your weaknesses by keeping it, as Mia says, in a pedestrian way. It was also to show the pedestrian quality of the relationship, that it was just along one level, and both of you need to get out more, to be honest. But that's why the relationship came to an end. I thought it was very clever of Sonya. She didn't show you up in any way. The only thing I would say, I still want you to point your toes. I still want you to straighten your legs when you take off. But other than that, it was a committed piece. Well done.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's hear it for Allison, a wonderful all-star. Thank you, Allison. And to vote for Jose. Jose, I'm right on the edge. I'm right on the edge. Will you save me? To vote for Jose, call 1-888-6-BEST-02. That's 1-888-623-7802. Phone lines open at the end of the show, and they'll stay open for at least 2 hours. Jose.